Perhaps Senator Larry Craig thought he had made a modest recovery after the fallout from his arrest in an airport restroom sex sting. He has so far held on to a Senate seat, and he has repeatedly denied all manner of gayness. But his possible hypocrisy has now led 5 more men to come forward in our #1 story on the countdown. Those men detail encounters with Mr. Craig, 2 of the encounters leading to sex. So now, Senator Craig might be feeling kind of like Al Pacino in Godfather 3. Just when I thought I was in, they pull me back out. The new allegations detailed in a weekend report from the Idaho Statesman, the bane of Senator Craig's existence. They include D. Phillips, a 42-year-old consultant in Washington, D.C., who says he had sex with Craig after meeting at a gay club in 1986. Mike Jones, the former prostitute who has allegedly had sex with the Reverend Ted Haggard, says that his encounter with Larry Craig occurred in Denver in late 2004 or early 2005. He says Craig paid him for massage and oral sex. A man who wants to remain anonymous, who says Craig propositioned him in a Denver bathroom in September 2006. 2 other men said Craig proposed they spend time alone together, the separate incidents both occurring in the early 1980s. In a statement, Senator Craig calls the latest allegations, quote, completely false, and scorns the Idaho Statesman for its tabloid journalism. Meanwhile, this Larry Craig action figure is on sale just in time for Christmas. As you can see, it's bendable, so you can move it in different positions. Wide stance, for example. It's not every day we ask someone to follow an action figure, but joining us now, the national political reporter for the Washington Post and MSNBC political analyst, Dana Milbank. Dana, you have one of these for the holidays?
My formal title is actually Countdown's Larry Craig correspondent.
Well, Dana, 5 more men essentially calling Senator Larry Craig a liar and a hypocrite. That brings the total to 8 men saying they've had encounters with Craig. Senator Craig saying false. Is this another batch of he said, he said, he said, he said, he said?
Yes, he said, 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 he said. We now have enough accusers to fill all of the stalls in the entire Minneapolis airport. Not good news for Larry Craig, a man who has been sorely in need of some good news for a long time.
4 of the 5 men were willing to let their names be printed in the report, as well as audio tape of their accounts to be posted online. And the anonymous source describes Craig's propositioning him in that Denver airport in a way very similar to what Craig allegedly did in the Minneapolis airport. All the men are openly gay and are offended by Craig's insistence that he is not gay, not to mention his official stance on gay rights issues. Given all of that, should Craig consider changing his I am not gay strategy?
He could go with I am not gray, perhaps the hairline's receding. I don't think it's a strategy, this I am not gay. I think it was more of a verbal tick that he had going on now. Now, admittedly, and to be fair here, the Idaho Statesman said they have no conclusive proof in this case. One of these accusers, the same guy who brought down the Reverend Ted Haggard. Another one says his meeting with Larry Craig took place in a place called Bogus Basin, so there may be some reasons for suspicion here, but then again, Larry Craig does have this guilty plea on his record.
Dana, Craig's statement also said that he won't let the Idaho Statesman, quote, stop me from continuing my work to serve the people of Idaho. Well, as it turns out, Craig is traveling to Bali this week for the United Nations Conference on Climate Change. Mr. Craig is the Republican representative of the Senate Environment and Public Works Committee, and he has a pretty solid record of denying the man-made component of global warming. So is this, in a way, a perfect activity for him?
It is, but he does have an escort and a chaperone. That is Barbara Boxer, who's the chairman of that committee. She's not going to let any funny business go on here. But I should point out that with Trent Lott leaving, the Senate Republicans are in need of a new number 2 leader. It's expected that this kind of vote could be very close. What kind of positions are the senators going to have to get into to get Larry Craig's vote in this race?
Well, and Dana, Craig still faces a Senate Ethics Committee investigation regarding the Minneapolis airport sex sting in which he says he was profiled. But this action figure, which was not Senator Craig's idea, by the way, this action figure says it all. And it plays portions of Senator Craig's I'm Not Gay news conference when you press a button. So should Senator Craig just stay in Bali and send this doll to the Ethics Committee?
I think that's a fine idea for Larry Craig. Not sure the Ethics Committee is going to accept it. At the very least, they should have a life-size doll.
And what do you make of the likeness here? Pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
You know, Dana, I will bring this back to Washington just for you. And again, just to show, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, the head came off. Oh, well, we can put the head back on or something like that.
As long as the hand moves with the palm upward, we're okay.
Dana Milbank of MSNBC and the Washington Post. Dana, thanks for playing.
Thanks, Dave.